Good morning from Prudent Prosperity, Monday, October 13th. Here are 5 things you need to know today. Number 1, stock futures are surging after President Donald Trump said it will all be fine with China, a comment that eased the concerns that followed his announcement Friday that higher tariffs would be imposed on Chinese imports. The president's announcements on Friday spurred a sell-off that sent major stock indexes into negative territory for the week. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average were up 0.7% recently, while those linked to the benchmark S&P 500 and the tech-heavy Nasdaq jumped 1.1% and 1.6% respectively. Investors this week will be keeping a close eye on big bank earnings as the government shutdown enters its 13th day. While the stock market is open for trading today, bond markets and banks are closed for the Columbus Day holiday. Number 2, gold futures hit $4,100 an ounce for the first time Monday as investors continue pouring into the safe haven asset amid market volatility and economic uncertainty. Silver futures also hit a record high, jumping 5% to near $50 an ounce. Bitcoin rebounded after plunging on Friday, but remains well below the record high of about $125,000 set last week. The digital currency was at $114,000 recently, after sliding as low as $107,000 over the weekend. Several crypto-related stocks, including Strategy, Coinbase, Mara Holdings, and Riot Platforms, were gaining ground in pre-market trading. Number 3, President Donald Trump said, "The USA wants to help China, not hurt it," in a social media post on Sunday. "Don't worry about China, it will all be fine," Trump said just 2 days after announcing the U.S. would raise tariffs on Chinese imports by 100%. The president's threats on Friday followed China's move earlier in the week to tighten its export controls on rare earth minerals, which are needed for batteries, electronics, and other high-tech uses. Earlier on Sunday, China had said it was not afraid of a trade war with the U.S. Number 4, JPMorgan Chase said it will invest $10 billion in industries critical for U.S. national security, part of a broader initiative that calls for $1.5 trillion in investments over 10 years. JPMorgan said the investments would come in areas that include advanced manufacturing, defense and aerospace, energy independence, and frontier technologies. Investments will be made in critical minerals, pharmaceuticals, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. The world's largest bank by market capitalization is scheduled to report quarterly earnings tomorrow morning before markets open. JPMorgan shares were up 1% in pre-market trading. Number 5, OpenAI has partnered with Broadcom to produce its first in-house artificial intelligence processors, the latest chip tie-up for the ChatGPT maker, as it races to secure the computing power needed to meet surging demand for its services. Shares of Broadcom rose more than 12% in pre-market trading. The company said on Monday that OpenAI would design the chips, which Broadcom will develop and deploy starting in the second half of 2026. They will roll out 10 gigawatts worth of custom chips, whose power consumption is roughly equivalent to the needs of more than 8 million U.S. households, or 5 times the electricity produced by the Hoover Dam. And that's it for today.
If any of today's insights sparked a question or made you think about your own financial journey, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Let's take your next step together, strategically and confidently. And always remember, stay prudent, stay prosperous, make it a great day.